Today you will see some dots on a screen, like this one. Your goal is to figure out how many dots are on the screen total. Here's your first challenge. Ready, set, go. Well, one way to approach this problem is realizing there are 3 groups. And then you could realize that each group has 5 dots in it. Now we can count that this equals 15 because you could add 5 for the first group plus 5 plus 5. 5, 10, 15 dots. But you will use this type of thinking where you have many groups of something so often as a mathematician that there's actually a special symbol we use. We use a symbol to represent the words groups of. We can write instead 3 groups of 5 equals 15. Now this X that we put in the middle to stand for groups of is a type of math called multiplication. Often you'll hear people say the word times when they read it, but what it really stands for is the word groups of. Let's look at another challenge. Now instead of just telling me how many dots there would be, I want you to figure out what would the multiplication sentence be. What multiplication sentence could you write about these groups? Well, there are 2 parts of this problem. First, we have to know how many groups we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 groups. The other thing we have to know is how many dots are in each group. Well, we can clearly see there are 2 dots in a group. To figure this out, we could just add it all up. 2 for the first group, plus 2 for the second, 2 for the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the 8th group. You can just count up by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 8 groups of 2 dots equals 16, or 16 dots. But we can change this because we just learned that the words groups of can be showed with a symbol. Our multiplication sentence would be to write 8 groups of, using a multiplication symbol, 2. And that will equal 16 dots as well, because the multiplication symbol just stands for the word groups of. Now let's look at one more challenge. What multiplication sentence is this problem showing? Well, remember, for multiplication, you need 2 pieces of information. First, you need to know how many groups do we have. We can see that there are 5 groups. The next thing you need to know is how many dots or how many objects are in each group. Here you can count that each group has 6 dots in it. To figure out what this equals, you could just add together 5 sixes. 1 6, 2 6s, 3 6s, 4 6s, 5 6s. It might take you a little while to add it up, but you could get 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Altogether, this equals 30. So 5 groups of 6 dots would be 30 dots. However, as a multiplication sentence, we show the word groups of with a symbol. We can write 5 groups of 6 using a multiplication symbol, and that equals 30 dots. So in conclusion, remember this X as a multiplication symbol, and that multiplication symbol stands for the words groups of.